Welcome back to our English learning podcast. Today we explore a tasty topic. We talk about how to describe your favorite food in English.
I love this topic already. I mean, who doesn't enjoy talking about food? It's one of the easiest and most fun ways to practice English.
That's true. When you talk about food, you naturally use adjectives, expressions, storytelling, and even cultural phrases.
Right, and people usually feel relaxed when they talk about what they enjoy eating. So it's a great way to build confidence.
Let's start with a simple idea. When someone asks about your favorite food, you can begin with a clear sentence like, "My favorite food is," and then explain why.
Exactly. The why part is important. It helps the conversation grow. You can add taste words, texture words, and even emotional words.
I knew you would say pizza. You talk about it like it's your best friend.
Maybe it is, but honestly, pizza is a great example for learners because you can describe it in many ways. You can talk about toppings, crust style, and flavors.
Absolutely. You can say things like, "I love thin crust pizza because it's crispy," or "I prefer a cheesy pizza because it feels rich and satisfying."
Or even, I enjoy spicy pizza with jalapenos because it gives a little kick.
That's a good word. Kick. In food, it means a strong or sharp flavor that surprises your taste buds.
Exactly. Annie, what about your favorite food?
Mine changes from time to time, but right now I'm really into sushi. I love how fresh and light it feels.
Sushi is a great example too. You can describe the freshness, the softness of the rice, the slight sweetness of the soy sauce, the smooth texture of the fish.
And you can talk about how it makes you feel. For me, sushi feels calming. It's like a clean, delicate meal.
That's a beautiful description. Food often has memories attached to it. Do you have any special memories connected to sushi?
Yes, actually. I tried it for the first time during a trip with friends. We were nervous because it was new for us, but we loved it. So now sushi reminds me of that fun moment.
That's something learners can use too. When talking about a favorite food, they can also share a memory or a story.
Exactly. It makes the conversation more personal and interesting. You can say something like, "I love this dish because it reminds me of my family."
Or, I grew up eating this on weekends, so it feels special.
Let's give listeners some phrases they can use.
Sure, a simple one. I really enjoy eating, followed by the food.
Another one, "This dish is special to me because," and then give the reason.
Or, what I love most about this food is, and add details like flavor, texture, or memory.
Learners can also talk about how often they eat it. For example, "I like to eat it once a week," or "I save it for special occasions."
Yes, little details like that make your English more natural.
Let's talk about describing flavor in more depth. Sometimes learners want to say more than just tasty or delicious.
True, you can use words like flavorful, rich, creamy, smoky, tangy, zesty, buttery, earthy, or refreshing.
And if the food is strong in flavor, you can say bold or intense.
If it's mild, you can say gentle or subtle.
Let's try describing a food together. Take, for example, chocolate cake.
Good choice. You can say chocolate cake is rich and moist. It tastes sweet and comforting. The frosting is creamy and smooth.
So listeners can practice with any food they like. Just think about taste, texture, color, smell, and emotion.
That's a great method. Speaking of smell, describing aroma is another way to make your English more expressive.
Right. You can say something smells fragrant, sweet, smoky, spicy, or buttery.
or even cozy, warm, or inviting.
I love the word inviting for food. It makes you feel like the food is calling you.
Exactly. Now let's talk about cultural foods. People often want to describe dishes from their home country in English.
Yes, and that's so important. Sharing your cultural food is a wonderful way to connect with others.
So how can learners describe traditional dishes?
Those are great open-ended questions. They help keep the conversation going.
Let's imagine a sample mini dialogue so listeners can see how a real food conversation flows.
Let's do that.
So, what's your favorite food?
I love pasta. It feels rich and comforting. The creamy sauce is my favorite part.
That sounds delicious. Do you have a special memory with it?
Yes, my mother used to make it for me when I had a busy day. It always made me feel relaxed.
Perfect example. Simple, natural, and full of feeling.
Another helpful point. You can compare foods. For example, I prefer mild curries to spicy ones. Or I like soft desserts more than crunchy ones.
Good idea. Comparison makes your English sound advanced without being difficult.
Let's talk about describing temperature too. You can use words like hot, warm, cold, icy, chilled, or steaming.
Temperature can change the whole experience of food. For example, I love warm bread, or I enjoy cold fruit in summer.
And learners can talk about when they like eating certain foods. For example, I enjoy soup on cold evenings, or I love ice cream on sunny days.
Season and situation add a lot of natural detail.
Another tip, talk about how the food is cooked. You can use words like baked, fried, grilled, roasted, steamed, boiled, or stir-fried.
And you can say, I like grilled chicken because it tastes smoky, or I enjoy steamed dumplings because they feel light.
Let's share more sample sentences for learners to use.
Here's one. This dish is full of flavor.